Namaskar. Welcome to Hamska Academy. Today we will learn about the Mansabdari system. What is the meaning of the word Mansab? How it played a dominant role in the army of the Mughals, especially during the reign of Akbar. Let us learn about the Mansabdari system. The Mansabdari system. What is the meaning of the word Mansab? Mansab refers to a position, which means a rank. Here we are talking about the controlling of the army. It's not only the local Indians who have got enrolled into the Mughals army, the Mansabdari system and Jagirdars. With the expansion of the empire, the Mughals recruited a diverse bodies of people, diverse groups of people. What began to as a small nucleus in the Turkish nobles, with a small group of people of the Turkish nobles, it started to expand and include Iranians, Indian Muslims, Afghans, Rajputs, Marathas, and the other groups. So initially, the Mughal Empire was having only very small set of people who were part of the army, that is none other than the Turkish nobles, known as Turanians. What was a small nucleus of nobles who were part of the Mughal Empire's army was Turanians, Turkish nobles. Later it started to get including, as it expanded, it started to include Iranians, Indian Muslims, Afghans, Rajputs, Marathas, and others. The Mughals enrolled all these people as Mansabdars. So as that today's learning is, what is a Mansabdar or who is a Mansabdar? The term Mansabdar refers to an individual. It refers to an individual who holds a position called Mansab, which means a rank or a position. So the term Mansab is given to an individual who holds a position known as Mansab or a rank. It was a grading system for fixing the rank. There was a grading system to fix the rank. Basing on the rank, there will be fixture of salary and also the military responsibilities. So the numerical value is known as Jat, and it will determine the rank, it will determine the salary of the Mansabdar. The highest Zat means the highest rank in the court, ultimately reflecting in highest salary. So initially the Mughals had only the Turkish nobles in their army. As the kingdom started to expand, they started to include the Iranians, the Indian Muslims, the Afghans, the Rajputs, and the Marathas, as well as the other groups. All these groups were enrolled as Mansabdars. Now, what is the meaning of the term Mansabdar? The meaning of the term Mansabdar means it is a rank, it is a position given to an individual, not to a group. It is to an individual. Basing on your rank, there will be a fix of salary and responsibilities. Basing on the numerical value of Jat, means the number of soldiers are assigned to you. Basing on that, you get a rank. Basing on that, you get your salary. The number of soldiers you command, the higher the position in the court, the higher the salary is paid to you. That is about the Mansabdars. Mansab means a rank or a position given to an individual. Basing on the number of soldiers you command, the salary will be determined. Similarly, your position in the court will be determined. That is the meaning of the word Mansab and the ranking system. Now, what are the duties of a Mansabdar? What are the duties of a Mansabdar? The main duties of the Mansabdar are military responsibilities, the specific number of Sawars and the cavalry men, the soldiers and the horseback men, they should maintain them properly, bring them for review, check them whether they are healthy or not, registered or not. If they are not registered, get them registered. Getting the horses branded, making a branding of the horses and paying salaries from the money received. These are the main duties of the Mansabdar. Mansabdar's duty includes military responsibilities and cavalrymen, Sawars. So they have to review them, they have to register them, they have to brand the horses, they have to pay the salaries. These four are the main duties of the Mansabdar, apart from maintaining the military responsibilities and also a specific number of Sawars and cavalry men. These are the main duties of Mansabdar. So Mansabdar, once he gets the rank or the position, he will be offered certain responsibilities. In that responsibilities, he has to maintain a certain amount of soldiers, certain amount of Sawars, the horseback men. So he has to look at them, whether they are healthy or not. He has to check whether they are registered or not. He has to check whether the horses are branded or not, and then pay salaries to them from the money what he has received. Now, moving to the rights of Mansabdars. What are the rights of the Mansabdars? They will receive their salaries not in cash. The Mansabdars don't receive their salary in cash. They receive it as a revenue assignment. That is known as Jagir. Their duty is to collect the tax from the revenue of the assignment land given to them. That is known as Iktas, which was there similar to that of the Delhi Sultans. In Delhi Sultan's period, it was called Iktas. Now we are calling it as Jagirs. So most of them do not reside or live in the Jagir, unlike the Muktis in the Delhi Sultan's period. In the Delhi Sultan's period, the Muktis used to stay in the Ikta, but here the administrators of the Jagir do not stay in the Jagir. They only have right to collect the revenue. They only have the right to collect the revenue. Once the revenue is collected, they also don't get involved directly into the collection of the revenue. They send their servants, they will collect the revenue and they bring back it, because Mansabdar will also be having some duty in the other part of the country. So his duty is to collect the revenue, not to involve in the administrative matters, not to go directly and collect taxes. They will be servants to collect the taxes. So there will be a specified revenue assignment which will be assigned to the Mansabdar. In Akbar's reign, these Jagirs were carefully assessed so that revenue was roughly equal to the salary of the Mansabdar. It was carefully assessed and given to the Mansabdars. But during Aurangzeb's reign period, there was no longer the case, and the actual revenue collected was often less than the granted sum. So they used to get unequal balance. When it was during the Akbar's time, it was carefully balanced. But here, there is no assessment, no case studies, no careful assessment done. Sometimes they get less than the granted sum. There was also a huge increase in the number of Mansabdars, which means they have to wait for a long time for the Jagir to come. As I told you, they don't get salaries in cash. They only get as a revenue assignment. Now, during Aurangzeb's period, the number of Mansabdars were increased. So, the number of Jagirs will not increase because land does not increase. So, they have to wait because in turns they get the Jagir assignment. So, due to this, the factors created shortage in the number of Jagirs. So, as a result, many Jagirdars tried to extract as much revenue as possible when they had a Jagir. So, once you get a Jagir, it may take some 3 months, 6 months or 1 year for you to again get a Jagir or a revenue assignment. So, taking this into consideration, the Jagirs during Aurangzeb's period has taken as much money as possible. They extracted it. How we extract the juice from the sugarcane juice, the sugarcane. Similarly, the Jagirdars also extracted the taxes as much as possible, because there is no guarantee that again you get an assignment. So the Jagirdars extracted the Jagirs and created some amount of wealth for them as a safety precaution. But while they were extracting like this, the common peasants faced a lot of problems. So Aurangzeb was unable to control these developments in the last years of his reign, and the peasants suffered tremendously. So today we looked at Mansabdars and Jagirdars. What is the meaning of Mansabdar? What are the duties of Mansabdar? What are the rights of a Mansabdar? And how the Jagirdars started to extract more money or more taxes from their Jagirs during the reign of Aurangzeb, and how it led to the tremendous problems for the peasants during that particular period. That's all we have for today's lesson. Stay tuned. Please consider subscription, and thank you very much for watching.